this fucking cursor out of the fucking... Hey.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker. Happy Turk Stravaganza from Big Tom.
Turk Stravaganza.
And by that I mean we're recording on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So this will come out the week following Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This will drop week following Thanksgiving. We know we've got clamoring fans waiting for every next episode.
Yep. I'm sure you'll enjoy this Thanksgiving special.
Yeah.
Which is just us playing some more Doom. We have nothing prepared.
Nope, nothing special. Guess I already...
I'm pretty into this Doom
Here we go.
right now, too.
Yeah, right?
This seems right.
For some reason, we're like refreshed and ready to play some more Doom after last time.
I still want to know... It'd be funny right now to like cut to the end of like jump 1 hour in the future.
See how into it we are at that point? Yeah. Alright.
But yeah, this is cool. We're in like demon hallways.
Yeah.
Shooting demons. In the night vision or whatever the fuck this is. Those dudes that you just killed with the horns look like just like giant eyeballs.
They have huge eyeballs.
Yeah.
So that came down.
They look like almost like Mon Calamari if their eyeballs were on top of their head.
So it got dark in here, but that's probably because I had my night vision on before.
Yeah, it was brighter upstairs or whatever. In the previous room.
This room is ideal to fight these guys in because it's got all these impediments for these heads to not hit me when they fly at me. I'm pretty into this right now. What the hell?
All these impediments.
Like, I'm usually into Doom, but like I'm, like video game boner into something. That's like the level of into this I am right now. I don't know. Maybe I've learned to love. I feel you. We've been playing a lot of that Skyrim still.
Yeah. Maybe it's a contrast to that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like our buffer is so loaded up with Skyrim that like this feels like a nice little breaky break.
Yeah. But Skyrim is awesome.
It's incredible, yeah.
Yeah, we're like, 70 and 100 hours in or whatever.
Ah!
And you still have like at least that much again to do or whatever.
We will not survive this.
You got this.
I didn't have the right gun out.
He's like,
I have to do all that again because I didn't think there would be a witch, basically. I did not anticipate that. Okay, which room did I go into? I went into this one, and then I went over here, and I pressed this, and then I went over here, and I got all these items.
Then you hit your head. And
Yeah.
Double kill.
Man, I haven't really had a chance to listen to all of the new Metallica album yet.
Yeah, me neither.
So we should listen to that on the way to my parents' house.
Look at his big eyeballs.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we should.
This game is pretty Metallica. Yeah, that new Metallica record is pretty thrash metal. Diggity.
Seems cool so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Metallica record. Honestly, my favorite Metallica record is still Death Magnetic, which is an unpopular opinion. Like, I think people like that record, but it doesn't like quite fully scratch the itch for people who really like the thrash metal thing.
It's my favorite too. It feels like Metallica Prime to me.
Yeah, like it's the best.
It's exactly what I want from Metallica.
Yeah, it's like the thrash metal with like just enough like just like plain old hard rock influence.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, and I like I like the production, like
Yeah.
the mixing and stuff.
It's very like Rick Rubin. Like it's
it's
like the vocals are really clean and loud and in your face.
Yeah.
And
everything
is really clean and crisp.
Exactly.
Basically.
Like everything is. It's not like some things are
Yeah.
take a little bit of a backseat or whatever.
Yeah. On the new record, it seems like they were deliberately going for like a nostalgia thing.
Yeah,
so
kind
like,
of a more
like the vocals are less in your face and less focused on, and the songs are less intricate and more like the dynamic range is less.
Yeah.
Like it's just like I don't know. It's more like the Black Album or whatever. It's got like a lot of, or like Kill 'Em All even is it's more like one of those, which is fine. I like that, and I actually like this record the way it sounds better than I like how like Kill 'Em All sounds.
Yeah.
Because Kill 'Em All has like way too echoey production in my opinion, and this is like somewhere in between Death Magnetic and that.
Yeah.
You know. Which is good. I think if you're gonna like, it feels like 5th edition D&D. We've talked about this a lot. Like, it seems like everybody creative went through this. God damn it! It seems like everybody creative went through this same like set of phases where they got two in their own heads. You know, 3rd edition D&D, Saint Anger, and then they in response to that they tried to like reinvent stuff. You know, like 4th edition D&D and Death Magnetic and whatever, and they're like really slick and really modern and stuff, but to a lot of people that means that they lost something basic that was cool about them originally for some reason. So 5th edition D&D and this record feel like a sort of like return to that style, to the like Kill 'Em All 3rd edition D&D kind of thing.
Yeah. But
with some of the lessons that they learned from Death Magnetic and 4th edition D&D. Basically, like 5e has some of the design, you know, the graphic design stuff that 4e had. That was one of the best things about 4e D&D, is that it was like really easy to read a monster stat block, whereas monster stat blocks in earlier editions are just like blocks of semicolon separated text.
Yeah. There's a lot of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad they, like, it's just cool. It's, like, even though it's a little bit different than Death Magnetic or whatever, like, it's another cool thing that Metallica does.
Yeah, I don't like demand from my creative people that they make exactly what I want all the time. It makes me really happy when they do that, but, like...
And it's still, like...
God damn! It's just, like, from 50% to 0 when those guys hit me. Like, how am I supposed to kill these guys? I could waste my BFG on one set of them, but I kind of want to use it on that witch.
And it's not like they made like an R&B record or whatever.
Like Chris Cornell did that one time.
Which would be interesting if Metallica made an R&B record.
What would that sound like?
You should proposition Metallica.
Jesus Christ. Well, how do those hit me? Do they like curve?
Maybe they're like proximity. Yeah,
they curve. They curve like a shitload. Like when you think you've lost them, you haven't.
Yeah, it's like...
All right, I'm done with Doom. Flash forward to 5 minutes later.
It's like those things in Destiny.
Yeah.
You pop them. Forget what they're called.
I feel like... God damn it. I feel like... you and I want something so specific from... I guess I killed them. You and I want something so specific from shooters. Like, we want Halo 1, basically. We want a shooter, like we've talked about a bunch in this Let's Play. We want a shooter where you just run through the geometry. You don't have to figure anything out. You just, like... You're experiencing a story and, like, an action arc.
Yeah.
That is really satisfying in, like, a visceral way. And most of the time, the combat is relatively easy. You just have to think a little bit about what you're doing, but you don't, like, die over and over. Like, it's not designed to have you like die and load a save over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like that's not I think this is the desired experience in Doom. If you're not really good at it, I think they're just like, yeah, this is what it should be like until you get good, son. But like, it would be a lot more fun to just like run through levels shooting guys and like, maybe once every 3 or 4 levels there's like a really hard fight, but everything else is just kind of like you're just shooting guys and pressing the buttons and stuff,
And it's
which is funny. It's kind of weird to me that we feel that way about shooters because we're really into Dark Souls, which is a game about dying over and over again.
Yeah.
But we don't die over and over again in Dark Souls, you and I, generally speaking.
Well, that's what we like, is like being able to learn how to handle situations, basically.
Yeah.
And this game is specifically like a game design thing they do a lot is try to surprise you with like, and that's the thing that Dark Souls does too.
Yeah.
They try to surprise you with like something that's gonna like throw you off balance and fuck you up, and then cause you to die just because you like didn't know what was coming.
Yeah.
Or it's like a really precarious situation. Halo is really pure in that way, where like you basically just always know exactly what to do, and it's just a matter of like how many of those guys are there and how many bullets do I have.
Yeah. And what kind of bullets do I have?
And what kind of bullets, so you can like really quickly on the fly just like analyze.
God damn it. Should probably save this thing.
You can really quickly on the fly just analyze what to do, like just as you're running through a room. It just makes you feel like a fucking badass.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the on the fly part of it is like stuff in Doom happens so fast and is so deadly that you just like die instantly a lot of the time, which is more like Dark Souls, I guess. But like
Dark Souls is like pretty slow though.
Yeah.
Like,
so like if you're good at it,
it's like
you
a really
often
measured experience. Like
you often do have time to react.
Yeah. You're just like, cautiously, like if you were just like, cautiously proceeding through here, and then like a dude comes from behind the bookshelf, you know exactly what to do with him.
Yeah. The problem with
That's
this
like the
design
thing that you learn
philosophy,
how to do, and I guess we have a lot more experience in Dark Souls, especially recently, than Doom.
Yeah, maybe you can get really good at Doom. I'm sure you can, but like what it feels like is it undercuts your feeling like a badass by having you die in a way that you would die in real life. Like that's the reason like you don't want to be in a war, right? Like a modern war would be so terrifying because you could just die at any moment and it wouldn't be your fault. Like you could just get plonked from a mile away by some sniper or whatever.
Yeah.
And you thought you were in cover and you're just dead now. You're just a dead boy now. Like that's what it's like. It feels unfair and it feels like you're actually not that badass. It takes away agency from you, you can't control your own fate unless you know what's going to happen. And that's just like of course you can do the right thing if you know what's going to happen. That's a criticism some people have of Dark Souls, actually. What made that come down and why did it go back up?
Dark Souls, I feel like part of the difference is like Dark Souls is so calculated, like it's about learning things. Like it's all about like
you learn an enemy's moveset,
encountering a new situation, dying, and trying to figure out like what's going on, and like what kind of moves they have, and like some weird magic thing was going on or whatever. That's like part of it. That's like what makes it mysterious and terrifying.
Oh, cool. One of these when I don't need it.
And I guess a lot of it is mindset. It's like if the way we were playing this game was like kind of slowly, just like, entering a room and seeing what's there and then maybe dying and then trying that room again.
I just feel like you're not any more successful in this game when you do that. Like you were doing that in your Let's Play, and all that happened was it took you longer to get through levels. You know what I mean? Like that's my whole argument against your playstyle in these kinds of games, is that like
I don't think
you
that's
spend time doing stuff, but then you just end up dying the same number of times, just slower than I do.